I need your driver's license. And he says, well, what credentials do you have? Well, I have an app. I said, well, he was confused. He said, I'm a Walmart Spark driver. I'm delivering your groceries.
The Silver Dasher.
Morning. It's Friday, supposedly the start of the winter storm, but everything seems to be okay here. Got my first order, and it kind of threw me off, but it's $46.09 for 10 miles. And it says it's going to total processing time 1 hour and 8 minutes. But you look at the list, it's 47 items, but quantity was like 96. Holy crap. Well, you look at it, I did a screenshot. 96 of them were bags. Now once I get started, that number will disappear. So yeah, it's gonna be. I looked at it. No big drinks. It's just all normal food. Lots of frozen stuff. Just looks like a normal week's worth or a couple weeks worth of groceries. So anyway, let's go to Walmart, do some shopping, and deliver to the customer. So see you in a little bit. Well, I just dropped off that order. I delivered it somewhat on time. Took longer to unload the car than to load it. That's because it was about 47 items. None of it, I take the back. There was a 24 case of Dr. Pepper and a small case of Pepsi Minis. Other than that, but the biggest thing, there was a lot of big stuff like, toilet paper, paper towels, styrofoam cups, big light stuff. But it was mostly just normal groceries. Unfortunately, I had to substitute quite a few of the items. One thing that there are no biscuits, Grands, whatever. No, I had to substitute a 4-pack of the small biscuits of Walmart brand because they only had like 6 of those left. That's all they had. Now they were loading up more eggs and all that, so stuff is being resupplied. But yeah, I'm out here in the riverfront property. It's not the lake, but it's the river. Very nice house. It's very nice. I've been out here many times. This is I've had a repeat customer on the other end of the subdivision. But yeah, it's very nice. I've been here once before in this part of this subdivision when it was a little bit warmer. It was nice and sunny, and I said, I think I mentioned that this place really will look nice in the summer. But yeah, you got properties of houses on the riverfront, so they're down below, and then you got higher elevation properties up, so they overlook the houses onto the river. So very, very nice. The house I went to looks like it's been not a new build. I think it's been built probably late 90s or something like that. Looks like it's been there a while. But yeah, so got that one shopping. We're back to not being hot anymore. So I think today is probably going to be just a normal Spark day. I'm going to go home, see if I can get another shopping in. I will stop and shopping here, Spark here around 9 o'clock. I got a couple things I need to do with a video I'm trying to get ready for tonight or this afternoon. Last couple of videos haven't been doing very well, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I publish them as I create them as soon as I can, but practically it's all in chronological order. Some days are boring, some are not. Some have fantastic adventures, some are misadventures, and some I don't. So I'm just, this is just a vlog of me doing gig work. So anyway, but nothing comes right now. I'm gonna, fix me something to eat, and I think I'll head back to Anniston this afternoon or this morning around 10 o'clock. and see how things go there, because it was hopping yesterday shopping. But the problem is, shopping in the morning, there's more stuff available because they did refresh last night. But like I said, when I did that shopping order in Oxford, everything was gone. No sandwich meat. In fact, I texted the customer and said, look, there's a lot of stuff is gone, because she kept refusing the substitutions. And I said, okay, just letting you know, there's hardly anything. And she said, yeah, she figured because of the panic buying. So, but we'll see what happens. So anyway, I'm working my way back. Actually, I'll drive through the gauntlet, and we'll see. But we're making my way back to Walmart. I'm just going to drive by and see if I pick up something. I'm not doing a pickup. I tried to do a pickup yesterday just in case I thought maybe something's working, because the day before, when I was boom shopping, and I did one pickup, and it was a $40 pickup, and I got it, and they got it to me, in record time. So I tried it yesterday, and back to normal. So only do shopping here at Pell City, and then I'm going to later on go to Anniston. So anyway, let's see what happens. See you in a little bit. Well, it's just a little bit after. It's actually 9:30. I'm actually fixing me something to eat. I'm gonna head over to Anniston and see if I can get some orders over there. Especially, hopefully, trying to get pickups. Shopping may be a little bit more difficult. Like this morning, that was a big order this morning, but there were like 3 or 4 items I had to substitute, and biscuits. There's not a single can of biscuit in the store. So anyway, let's head to Anniston and see if we get something. So see you in a little bit. Well, I made it to the Oxford Walmart and got offered a pickup. And it's slightly over water, but this first thing, I never tried to pick up from here. So I'll give it a try and see what happens. So let's see what happens. I just finished that drop off. This was more of a test, really, even though it's slightly over water. $17 for 14 miles. And last drop off put me way out here in Munford, if you know where that is. It's south of Oxford. There's nothing out here. The only thing they got a Dollar General Market right here. But since it put me out this far, it puts me near the road that I usually take to get off the interstate to head to my parents into the Anniston Walmart. So that's the route I'm going. I'm going to head towards Anniston Walmart. But that was just a test for pickup at Oxford. Now, I've done pickup at the Anniston, and they seem to be, Johnny on the spot. Took about 7 minutes. Now, I had to wait a few minutes because I was practically there and I accepted the pickup, but they wasn't ready for me to start, so I had to wait about 4 minutes. And then after I was able to start, give them the parking spot, it took 7 minutes for them to bring it out, and it was ready to go. So it wasn't, it was ready to go when I accepted the job. So anyway, gonna go head back. I'm south of Oxford. Well, I'm actually south and west. So, but if I go, eventually I'm going to get to the road where I'm eventually going to head straight north into Anniston and to the Walmart there. So, like I said, this was a little test. It's getting a little worried, getting close to Oxford and still haven't gotten anything. And all of a sudden the pickup came up. So, Well, let's make our way back to Anniston this time and see if we can get something, see what order we get. So, see you in a little bit. Well, changed plans. I'm not going to Anniston. I just happened to get near Oxford and got another pickup. $27.57 for 10 miles. So, yeah, it's a pickup. And the last one worked out pretty well. So, we'll see what happens. So, see you in a little bit. Well, I just finished making that last drop off. Back down the same area that I did the last drop off. I guess this is the most common area. I'm heading towards Munford. So I'm looking at the thing. Looks like Oxford's really the hot spot. Anniston is kind of yellow. So what I'm just going to do is I'm still south of the interstate. So this road here leads me to the road that goes to my parents' house. But what I'm going to do instead is just get on the interstate, head back to Oxford. That seems to be very popular. Yeah, my first pickup, man, there was hardly anybody there. The second pickup, I barely found a parking spot for pickup, and they took a little longer. I still had to wait a few minutes to start, and it took them about 20 minutes to come bring it. And it's not too bad. I did get a little extra bonus for waiting longer than usual, but in their defense, they were a little bit more busier. But still, still don't know why Pell City has the issue. Oxford is way bigger than Pell City. The store is huge, and I still don't understand why they constantly have to cancel their pickups. So, anyway, so let's head back to Oxford and see if we can get some more pickups. I think I'd rather do the pickups than the shopping. Right now, things are a little easier for me to drive around and all that. Shopping right now in this panic buying mode that everybody's having. And especially in the Oxford store, it's huge. So anyway, let's head to Walmart and see what happens. See you in a little bit. Well, made it over to the Anniston Walmart. When I went back to Oxford, they kept popping up orders. They were bad. The pickups and shopping. They were bad. So I went in there, made a pit stop, picked up a couple items I needed, and decided to come out to Anniston. And I got a small little pickup, not too bad. $12.96 for 7.8 miles. It's 3 drop-offs. Plus, it's a pickup. So I don't have to do shopping, because then shopping's probably, I gotta wait 3 minutes before to start that trip. So anyway, so I'm over here. I think I'll probably stay over here because after I'm done here, I'm going to go over to my parents to check on things, because the storm's coming. So anyhow, so on to the pickup and then the customer. See you in a little bit. I just finished that last drop off for that pickup. Wasn't too bad. That one, the last one, had the 40 count of water, but the rest of the stuff wasn't, for that particular order, was not much. The customer did ask me to put it inside their sunroom, which is they got a little enclosed room right before the real entrance to the house. Yeah, a nice little room. Smelled nice in there too. So yeah, so now I'm back on the road that I always take to go to my parents' house, and this is the same road. And I'll just drive right by there for right now, and head back to Anniston. Let's see if I can get another pickup. Right now I'm kind of liking the pickups. That one was, you know, a little bit better than the couple that I did before, but yeah, right now just if I get a decent shopping one, I'll probably take it. But right now I'm kind of enjoying these pickups. Something different having to do these pickups here. So anyway, so heading back to Anniston. Let's see if I get something a new order. So see you in a little bit. Well, I'm parked here at the Anniston Walmart and getting shopping offers, but they're not good. But this one's the best one I've got so far. It's $22.97 for 13.6 miles. The number of items is like 29. Previous one, it was very similar, but it was like over 50 items. That's a no. So let's go ahead and do the shopping and go to the customer. See you in a little bit. I'm wore out. I ended the Spark early because I need to go stop by my parents' house real quick. God. All right. Here's what happened. Oh God. I did the shopping order. Got it. In fact, I got contacted a couple times. You know, hey, but something made there. Well, the shopping required a verification because there was cold medicine involved. And I got to the house and on the very top of a steep hill. So I drive up there and I turn the car around because, you know, so I can point back down the hill. Knock on the door, no, nobody's answering. But I didn't notice there's a car pulled up and stopped by the driveway. And looks like he was waiting. So I go walk, you know, I'm trying to, and he finally wave at him or something. So he finally rolls down the window and says, "Is this your house?" "Yeah." So well, I need a age verification. What? So I climb all the way down the hill, drive up to his, walk up to his car. So yes, I need your driver's license. And then he says, "Well, what credentials do you have?" "Well, I have an app." I said, well, he was confused. He said, "I'm a Walmart Spark driver. I'm delivering your groceries." And then it dawned on him. So gets even better. He just got back from getting his license renewed. So he hit the paper license. There's no barcode on the back of that. But luckily he had his old license. You know, they punch a hole. Luckily they didn't punch a hole through the scanner in the back. So I scanned his old driver license that proves that he was 21. So I had to walk all the way up that hill, you know, steep hill, then unload the groceries, and then so I'm worn out. And so it's 3:20. I usually stop around 4. I'm already back in the area where Oxford is, but I need to go take care of my parents' house real quick. And since you know that's going to take a little while. By the time I'm done what I need to do at my parents' house, it'd be 4 o'clock. So that's it. So then on top of this order, so wow. So yeah, that was what are my credentials? I'm wearing a hat. Oh man. Oh wow. This is like, I guess I've been dealing with the wife. Glad he came back and was there, because if I couldn't get age verification, I would have to bring back the cold medicine. So, whew, man. Yeah, today, I did did I do one or two? No, I think I only did one shopping this morning at Pell City. And I waited till 9 o'clock, got me something to eat. And then I went ahead and came over, so I decided to go straight to Oxford. Got a couple of pickups there, so the pickups seem to be working. So then, oh yeah, as I was doing the shopping for this order, yours truly, the Silver Dasher, got caught in the wild. I was trying to scan the ground turkey, and a guy goes, stamp, says, "Are you on YouTube?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah." He says, "You recognize?" "Yeah, the Silver Dasher." Yeah, we watch. Me and my wife watch you all the time. So yeah, and I told him, "Yeah, you caught the Dasher in the wild." I think he's a Spark person too. I think either he or his wife or both. So the Dasher got caught in the wild. Gotta catch them all. So anyway, heading back to my parents' house. I'm gonna go check that. I would have probably done it this coming Sunday, but don't know if I'm not gonna be able to dash here Sunday, because Sunday the winter storm may come back from Georgia into East Alabama, and this is where, and it may hit this area with freezing rain. That's one of the models they said today. So we'll have to play by ear. If it isn't, I'm just gonna probably dash around Pell City. I don't think we're gonna be in any trouble. So anyhow, I'm gonna go to the house, my parents' house, check on what I need to do there, and then head on back home, and we'll give a summary of the day. So see you in a little bit. Well, I'm finally home. This was a long, strange day. I got caught. That last shopping order, guy came up to me and says, "Aren't you on YouTube?" He caught the Dasher. That was a surprise. Him and his wife watched the videos, and so that made me happy. Gosh, and that last shopping order, when I tried to deliver, it required a driver license because it was cold medicine, and the nobody was home, but one of the owner husband showed up. He was waiting for me, and it's a long ass hill going up. I'll see if I can include it in the video. And so he's just sitting there. I was wondering, and he wouldn't come up. So I tried to move out of the way. He wouldn't come up. So I guess I walked down the hill, and get with him. So as I said in the clip earlier, but yeah, this was a strange day. Not as good as I did. Was it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday, when panic, shopping. The winter storm on this recording right now. Winter storm hits tomorrow. So anyway, so let's get a summary of today. It's not too bad. Looking at it, I have to spread it out to get the correct numbers. So as of right now, today, the trip earnings, the earnings that I earned for the trips today, I made $71.82. The unconfirmed tips for today is $55.23. So, that's over $130 that I made today. So yeah, not too bad. I've been doing nothing but Spark this week, except I only did Spark morning Tuesday. Unfortunately, I had to go to a funeral afterwards. So yeah. Today is Friday. unfortunately, it's my wife's pick, and we're going barbecue. Yuck. So, anyway, but, whew, man, I'm tired. I'm not doing anything tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. Depending on how the weather is, my Spark Sundays may be just locally. From my understanding, we may not get the winter storm issue, but Anniston might. So hope you enjoyed the video, with the adventure I had today. If you did, please select like. And if you enjoyed the content that I do, and I urge you to subscribe to the channel to help me build. And I also urge you to join the club membership. In that club membership, I include different content that's not available, mainly the summary of the week, where I go into detail. I do a recap of the week, and then I go into details of the numbers of, I do mileage, my total dollars. I calculate how much time and mileage I did, and I calculate both how much I made per hour by actually doing the work, and then the total hours that, that included me sitting on my butt waiting for an offer. And plus, I include some extra pictures or some videos that I thought might be interesting for people, but, you have to be a member of the club. To join the club, it's, through the PC is 99 cents a month. If you join through your phone, through your Apple iPhone, it's $1.49 a month, because unfortunately, Apple wants their cut. So, and then if you're interested in the stuff that I use for my equipment, every video has a link to my kit, which shows all the items that I use with Amazon links. It includes everything from my door dashing gear, the bags, the straws, all the small stuff, then to the big bags that I use for Spark. Excuse me. All the way up to the electronic equipment that I used for YouTube. The cameras and the dash cams, that type of thing. If you're interested in that type of equipment, all that's there. And then, take a look at my store. I for my merchandise, that I designed the store to sell merchandise, that I think will help you in your DoorDash Spark career, to make you look more professional. I got hats, t-shirts, polo shirts. I got a tumbler. Then I got a fun t-shirt for Run the Gauntlet. I can't show all the items on the YouTube videos or the YouTube description, because YouTube only allows me to do 30 items, and that includes, sizes. So, for example, this Spark driver shirt, I have to, include all the sizes to show that on the channel. But just click on the Silver Dasher store link, and you see all the items that are available for sale. So anyway, so that's going to be it for me tonight. I'm going to go in and change clothes so we can get ready to go to barbecue. And then we're going to rest up for tomorrow, and then we will do this again on Sunday. So I hope you enjoy your evening. We will see you later. Bye.